All right.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Today we'll present our app, AlzAssist, developed by Suri Lee, Alicia Faye, and Harry Chen. AlzAssist is an app designed with many features and AI components to support individuals with Alzheimer's disease in their daily lives and in emergencies. Suri is not here today with us, but in 2020, her grandfather was diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease. He gradually deteriorated, first forgetting small things like his glasses, before forgetting his medication, and heartbreakingly, his own granddaughter. So, when the opportunity arose, we vowed to create an app that would help others like him. Also, according to the National Institute on Aging, as Alzheimer's worsens, people experience greater memory loss and other cognitive difficulties. Problems can include wandering and getting lost. Our app is designed to mitigate these symptoms, providing an interactive, accessible, and enjoyable experience in the process. Our app was specifically created for individuals with Alzheimer's disease, with features tailored to their unique needs. However, its functionality extends beyond this group and can be used for everyone. Furthermore, our app is inclusive, ensuring that no one is discriminated against based on their condition, race, gender, religion, or sexuality. We also used a variety of AI features in our app to elevate it to new heights. For example, we use ChatGPT model to talk like a mental health specialist, ensuring our user always has someone to chat with. AlzAssist also includes text-to-speech and voice-to-text options for easier access and more diversity, especially for people suffering from diseases like Alzheimer's. We also utilize maps for family members to track our user and a button that will automatically notify emergency services and everyone in the surrounding area if a user goes missing. All in all, our AI features enhance our app's ability to connect with patients, ensuring they feel more secure and satisfied.
All right. Starting with the instructions, I'd like to give a short prelude. Regarding our app, we thought first impressions count. So we made our app's first screen with the idea in mind, painting it with a purple theme and including our logo and a colorful image which can be seen with the demonstrations, i.e. step one. Moving to the instructions themselves, the first screen is the home screen. For now, let's glance past the bottom button. I'll get to that later. The two buttons on top include the two modes the app supports, regular mode and caretaker mode. Starting with regular mode brings us to the main interface a patient would be seeing. Step two, complete with colorful buttons and useful gizmos. Glancing past the four buttons on top, we arrive at the emergency buttons. These are used, of course, in case of an emergency. Text will be present to remind users how to use these tools. To recap, basically, the three dots are to configure who you are contacting. The SOS buttons will send a message to the contact while the call button calls your contact. Your emergency contact is preset as 911 unless changed. Going to the app's main features from its home window, I like to judges to quickly remember the second steps image because as I start going over each button's features, you have to recall the path to them. So it's better I give a small little warning. So I'll be changing it. So you can see with the buttons, just remember the paths and just try and remember that picture. Right? So going on with step 4, starting with the upper left music note, which is the route there, clicking the button will bring you to music therapy screen. Studies have shown that music actually reduces agitation and improves behavioral issues that are common in middle stages of Alzheimer's disease. Thus, playing music brings a playlist of nostalgic songs for the people to enjoy. In addition, now going over the button that was skimmed over on the first screen, in addition, a microscope button has been consistently present throughout the presentation demonstration images. This button for the user's convenience has been scattered throughout the interfaces. Pressing it enables magnification in which the text will become larger. Pressing it again will disable it, returning the text to its original size. Now moving to the upper right button with the little cat image. I must inform the cat lovers that the image is merely temporary. Users can replace the image by generating new images and setting them as a profile picture, giving users this fun gizmo to play around with. Additionally, the voice to text function is present in case any users find the need to use it. This helps make the app more convenient and inclusive. Moving to the first of the four main features, we have the tracker. The tracker will show the current location of the individual. Interactable, so if a person does move the app away from their current location, they can press the return to center button that will center the location to show where they're at. Besides that, the report missing button is also present. Upon clicking this button, will bring the user to a new screen in which they can report themselves as missing. In case they are alone and do not know the way home, all that's needed is to enter one's name, then it'll be added to the list. If a person enters a list, a notification will be sent to nearby devices to alert them of the person and their location, where it'll be shown. This is for number one, their caretaker to see it and find them. And two, if a person feels kind enough to help and go assist the person in help. So this feature is a this feature is a key feature of our app because it ensures the safety of its users. Going on to the next feature is the AI companion. We arrive at a screen in which the user can talk to an AI asking for advice or enjoying conversation. Conversations are reset with the new conversation button, and the way to interact with the AI is by speaking after clicking on the microphone. This helps the user be able to feel less lonely. Being able to talk with something goes a long way for mental health. Going to the third feature, we have contacts. To help Alzheimer's disease patients, we have created a way for them to store contacts, including the person's name, phone number, and a picture of them. Pressing save will ensure the contact remains. 3 contacts can be added so far. So then we get to the last one, which is the reminder screen. The user has to press the, when going onto there, we have 2 different buttons we can go to, including medicine and events. Clicking on medicine brings the user to a screen where the schedule is made up of a list of medicines the user has to take, seen with step 15. Now, these medicines can be added on there by just putting in the medicine name, time, and adding on. An alarm will be rung when the scheduled reminder does come. Clicking on the events button on the previous page will bring you to the to-do list for the patient. Similar to the medicine page, you can add an event, name, time, and then press the add button. Once you get there, alarm will ring similar to the medicine feature. Right? And going on, step 19 was what I explained previously with the emergency button. You can see this is pressing on the 3 dots going over. We'll be able to change your emergency contact. That's the interface you'll find when you see it. As previously said, it's preset as 911. Now, caretaker mode, the second mode, if you remember the first screen, is much simpler. A login was required. After entering the home screen for caretakers, you can do one of 3 main features. You can change your password, or you can go to the medicine or events page. All right, seen with step 21. The medicine tracker is where the caretaker can view the medicine the patient has to take during the day. Once the patient does take the medicine, the caretaker can deem and mark the task as completed by deleting it. Additionally, similar to the patient, how the patients can add medicine, caretakers can too. All right, the same principle applies to the events calendar, where the caretaker has full power over the patient's to-do list, being able to configure it and help their loved ones. So here we on step 25 can see it's basically what I said already, to-do list, add events, such like that. And to be able to change the user's password, they go to a pretty standard change password screen in which they enter their current password and enter their new password. From then, here is the appendix. Basically, it's a roadmap in case, it's a pretty long app with multiple features. So you can check here. It's a nice little roadmap with the regular mode going to a home, right? With all of the different features listed out pretty neatly, I would say, right? And caretaker mode going to the three key features, right? And with that concludes the presentation. Thank you for listening.
And thank you for your detailed presentation.